Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today I am going to make a cascading hand-tied bouquet using artificial flowers, and since it's September, I am using sunflowers. I love sunflowers. They are difficult to work with. They are so big, bold, commanding. But what's fun about sunflowers is you could use them in the simplest bouquet. Two sunflowers and a bow, a little bit of greenery would look absolutely beautiful. But today I'm going to kind of challenge myself and put it into a cascading bouquet. So the yellow is so overpowering, I'm not going to fight it. I just have other yellow flowers and some kind of limey green colored flowers that I'm going to let kind of play in the background. Green, and then I also have the blueberries there. But green and blue are more recessive colors. So they're not gonna really contradict the yellow. They're not gonna fight for attention. They're just gonna kind of take a role in the background. Uh, in September, you kind of have that transition from, hot to starting to go into fall, and you get all these warm colors mixed in with, some really vibrant flowers, but you also have a variety of textures there. So when I think of fall, I naturally think of textures, berries, um, twigs, woody elements. So I love adding a little bit of berries and a little bit of a different texture into a bouquet, especially with sunflowers, because it can kind of go either way. You keep it more summery and just do those, beautiful bold colors, sunflowers, roses, lilies, or you can kind of taper it down and go more into the fall, which is what I did here. So I went ahead and I separated all my stems from their bundles and removed any leaves on the stems themselves. I love having the blossoms or the leaves right at the very end of the stem, and then that way you don't have a messy undercarriage, or if you were to flip the bouquet over, have a bunch of leaves smashed into the center. um, I mean, technically it doesn't matter, especially with artificial flowers, but it looks cleaner and a little bit more professional if you have that under area all nice and clear and looking good. So I started with one sunflower. I'm just building around it, trying to keep everything symmetrical. I've got three of those yellow flowers surrounding the one center flower, because everything's predominantly yellow, and then the other complementary colors are not as strong. You really could mix it up. I'll try to keep the sunflowers separate from each other so that they're not too commanding and trying to steal the show, but actually play nicely with the other yellow flowers. So to get that cascading effect, I just went ahead and bent the stem right over my hand. So I'm going to let it just, manipulate itself into a nice flow right over the hand. What I'm doing right here is just simply tying off just a little bit of the bouquet with some wax floral tape. Uh, I didn't wire it or anything because I still want that play where I can lift them up and down. But when you have the bigger stems like sunflowers, especially if they're super round, it will spin in your hand. Well, it spins in my hand. So rather than squeezing it so tight that I lose feeling in my hands, I'll just tie it off a little bit, make it a bit easier. So when you cascade down in a bouquet, if you kind of think about spacing, I like to have that bottom flower further away, like a wider space between the bottom flower and the second flower that's cascading down. Um, just kind of adds a little bit of drama. I was really hoping to go nice and far down with the cascade, but the stems are just not perfect for that type of effect. They're a little bit chunky, and I was worried that it would get messy, so just kept it a simple cascade down. You can add more berries and ribbons and leaves if you want that longer effect. I really love adding like the berries and the leaves because they do give a great movement to them. And with artificial flowers, everything's so stiff that if you find an artificial flower that has kind of a jiggle to it or whatever, it makes the bouquet appear a bit more real. And a lot of the silk flowers are very realistic looking, so you can find a lot of good stuff. I can't remember if I mentioned I got all of these flowers at Hobby Lobby, my favorite store in the whole wide world. They do sales almost every other week, it seems like, on their silk flowers, where it's like 40% off, at least in my area. I'd imagine it'd be chain wide. So you can make a bouquet like this fairly inexpensive in comparison to a fresh flower bouquet. What's nice about artificial, not only can you bend the flowers the way that you want them to go, but you can also make it in advance. So if you're a crafty person and you really want to do the flowers for your wedding, but you don't want to have that day before rush where you're doing all these fresh flower arrangements, you can easily do all these bouquets in silk flowers, and they still look beautiful, and it's perfect. You could do it ahead of time, and then you can also save it, in your memory box and show your kids as you get older. And then once I have everything arranged, I'll do a bunch of fluffing to it, but I'm gonna tie it off with a chenille stem or a pipe cleaner. And from there, you can measure about 2 fistfuls down and trim back the stems on the handle. And then you can either do like a ribbon treatment on the handle, or you could leave it all natural like that. You'll want to cover up that chenille stem with some wax floral tape, but there we go, the sunflower cascading bouquet. Thank you so much for watching.